There are 4 dead wargs.
Alright.
Breakfast, anybody?
Yeah,
Frozen
she'll
solid.
put away her weapons. Yeah, I could use something to eat.
Yeah, it is 3:03 in the morning.
Yeah. So everybody's out on shift for me. We'll just go back to what they were doing.
Azuro is unable to memorize Stone Skin, or unless he already did.
Yeah, he doesn't memorize spells. He
Oh,
just,
that's right. He just has them innately. They're innate.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he has used
Yeah.
on my Shadow Magic, which was the first time I've ever used that spell, which is pretty awesome.
Huh.
It lets you use like any level spell from the Evocation Sphere, 5th level or lower.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Beltola like shuts the door, and you hear this like from outside as she kind of closes the door on the frozen warg's like snouts. Yeah.
Popsicles out. Anybody?
Ew.
You're tired of hot dogs? There's some cold dogs out.
Okay. Do you guys want to continue traveling in the morning?
Yeah.
Did you want to? Yeah, I saw you looking at your watch.
Well, it's only like 2. I figure we can at least go until the next encounter starts or something, you know?
Okay.
Unless it's super long with no encounters for some reason. Hey, there's been times where I think we traveled with no encounters, but we were in the plains at the time.
Right.
Yeah, Forest is more populated.
All right. So you guys make it an entire other square, and I'll reveal that there are hills here. Yeah. So I've just revealed another square right here. And you came to a bend in the river. It looks like you're going to be kind of skirting around the base of that hill along the river. And you reach the end of the day. Everyone's tired and hungry, and you come to a suitable campsite at a moose knuckle in the river.
A moose.
And I'm just going to delete these wolves here. Oh, and I'm going to give you XP for the wolves too. Real quick. Or sorry, wargs. Which
They have quite a
are
lot of hit dice, don't they? So,
not really.
well, they
They're
have 3 each.
yeah,
For the amount
they
that can turn up.
they're
I mean,
worth just as much as a wolf. For I don't know for what reason. They have better Thaco, they have better hit points, they have a better attack. They're larger, they have higher intelligence. They're
yeah, but they don't meet any of the qualities that bump them up a hit die on the experience chart, right?
yeah. You're muted or something.
But I mean, they are worth more XP.
He's not even on Discord.
Oh, you're not on Discord.
Yeah, Thrashing is offline.
I mean, wargs are worth more XP than wolves, but they have the same hit dice.
Okay, so set yourselves up for first guard shift. The evening goes by nicely.
Notice there's actually a bed here in the animal room, so that's
Yeah.
Gerger will sleep. Also, welcome back, Thrashing.
Okay, 87 for henchmen and 174 for PCs.
Right. I'm now less than 500 away from leveling.
Level 3, yeah.
It'll never happen. World will end. First shift, I believe, is Papa Gur and Scarret. Birds. But you bet we can't just save like 3 maps with the watches for each map set up.
Yeah.
And Death from Above, Pecker, and Pooter. There's Pooter. There he is. In a bird pile. My characters are all set up.
Okay. I think now would be a good time to take a 5-minute break. Have a bathroom break and everything.
Don't we still need hit die XP for the walks?
Ah. Thank you for the reminder. Right.
About 40, because they're 30 hit dice warts.
3 fighters.
Me, Scarlet, and
Beltola.
What?
106 per fighter level. Actually, yeah, let's end the session here.
All right.
Yeah. And let's see. I just want to write down the time. That it is 9 p.m. Still the 7th. 10 AE 5. There we go. And
Oh, the XP haul wasn't that bad.
yeah, it was okay.
Yeah,
It
it's
was okay.
2100 more, and I'll make it to 5th level.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the were-tigers, I could have rolled more. Like, that was actually a kind of a small group. It was, I think it's like up to 10 or so. So I think that might have been like the minimum, and they're worth a pretty decent amount each.
I'm just happy we didn't have to fight them.
Yes.
Besides taking a long time, it probably would have eaten the drow.
Well, if I had actually fought them 1-on-3, yeah, but I'm not retarded, so...
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's debatable, but I see your point.
Hey,
Damn.
you watch it. I actually have quite high intelligence, considering.
We just got kind of lucky that most of our encounters were at night with our nice cool house.
Yeah.
Because, like the were-tigers, if they attacked while we were in tents or something, like half the party could have been dead before we even got to do anything.
Right, right.
Plus,
I mean, I would have just stealthed and walked away, but you know, that wouldn't have been a problem with me.
Yeah.
So you're not just a dirty drow, but a cowardly drow too. Very nice.
Hey man, I can't even hurt them. Like, there's literally nothing I can do that would hurt them.
Well,
Yep.
maybe something involving fire.
there's some, yeah.
I could use my
But-
weapon black, yeah.
And you didn't have
I think
that
natural
acid yet.
fire, if you get it up to bonfire level, can hurt as a magical creature, you know?
Yeah.
Well, if I coat my harpoon with weapon black and set it on fire, it counts as a flame tongue.
Yeah. So the fire
So-
part might damage them, but the harpoon wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like natural damage, so like if you push them off a cliff, they will take fall damage and shit like that. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, magical
There wasn't a
creatures
cliff readily available though.
The only thing that they're immune to, fortunately, is weapons.
yeah.
Yeah, normal
That's-
weapons.
That's it. So they'll take falling damage. They'll take, acid, fire damage.
Drowning.
You can wrestle them. Yeah, you can drown them. Stuff like that.
It's not the preferred method, but if
mean-
you have to, you know.
Drowning a 21 strength were-tiger sounds like a fucking hassle to me.
Wow, I didn't know they were that strong.
Yeah, man.
Most were creatures have at least an 18 strength or so. You know.
Yeah,
they're like,
even were-rats have 1836.
yeah. Were-rats are probably the most dangerous were creature because they come in quite large numbers. I think it's like up to 20 something or whatever.
Yeah, they can.
And they all have like a 1% chance per damage they do to turn you into a were-rat or something like that.
Well, that's the same with all lycanthropes, but that's only if they fight with their claws
But
too.
compared to real were creatures, their hit points are garbage.
Like
Were-rats.
D&D monsters in general are offensive creatures. Defensively, they don't got much going for them. Even dragons. I would say the only defensive creatures are the ones that, for whatever reason, have super special immunities. Like, Taras, that has to take a wish to kill. I mean,
Yeah.
Golems
Taras-
are pretty defensive.
Like, in terms of raw damage, Taras, while very impressive, is not unimaginable for a well-leveled party.
I would say an Iron Golem is probably the most defensive normal creature that's not like legendary, because it
Yeah.
takes like half damage from blunt, nothing from piercing or slashing, I believe, and it has like super magical immunities.
Yeah, it
you
can
know.
only take damage
Plus
from
2 weapons.
spells relating to.
You have to have a
mental.
+2, and I believe it has to be blunt. Anything else does like either no damage or 1 damage,
Oh, wow.
and then it's immune to like all spells except like
Except
lightning,
metal spells.
lightning and
Oh.
fire, I believe.
Lightning gives them
Lightning
haste.
haste it, yeah.
Yeah,
Fire
so-
heals it, and then like you could do metal spells like shape change or heat metal or whatever. I believe it does stuff to it.
Yeah.
And
then,
this
like-
is the Iron Golem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iron Golems are extremely tough.
Well, but if you manage to stumble across one of their manuals,
Yeah.
you pretty got a party member that will never die.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Yeah,
the Iron
an
Golem will
iron-
just
Like
never die.
like one Iron Golem might be able to take Azuro.
Probably would.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, like in a slugfest, sure, but Azuro does have Dispel Magic as an 18th level wizard, so
That doesn't actually kill them though. It just
yeah.
shuts them down.
Yeah, Azuro's pretty tough, but he's not. He's about as good as a wizard can be. A wizard with slightly more hit points than normal, but he still rolled pretty badly. I think he's only got like
Yeah, it's good.
59.
He can actually fight as well as cast spells. So
Here's the thing: 59 hit points. That's still 52 more than I've got.
Yeah, his natural AC is nice too, but like, yeah, he's like, I would say, hoof to hoof, hoof to claw, he's better than a dragon, really. Like, if you compared him to like a gold dragon, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the age category, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a great worm obviously would probably be stronger, but he's like his casting level is higher than most A dragon categories.
He doesn't have a breath weapon, but his spells can do pretty good.
I mean,
damage.
yeah.
His-
I don't know, the
Gold-
Cone of Cold was kind of like a breath weapon.
Yeah, Psionics,
Yeah,
which
but
are pretty
it was like
awesome,
half a
and then,
third the damage. Of
then he
a
has
dragon.
like, I think 5 separate spells he can use once a day automatically, and one of them is, Call Lightning, which is pretty awesome. Except for it takes a turn to go off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, then you get 1 bolt per turn, right? So
yeah, but it does 1d8 per level, and it doesn't list a damage cap, but even at 10d8, that's still pretty awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, it does. It does
Assuming you have
fantastic
time
damage.
to pull it off, and you don't
that
get
what-
hit during the interim period.
Plus, you don't have to concentrate on it when you're not using a bolt either. So you use a bolt, you do whatever for 9 rounds, and then it's mostly a siege type spell. Like if you're sieging a castle or something like that, or sniping from a distance, I guess. Whatever.
Or if you're
And I'm-
doing one hell of a sneak attack.
I'm pretty much a
Like, if
fan.
a dragon is passed out of sleep in the open, you call lightning on it, you could give it a very nasty, it'd be a very nasty way to wake
It
it up.
would only be the same as one lightning bolt, though. That's the thing. You would spend 10 rounds casting the spell, and you'd get one lightning bolt, and then the fight would start, and the fight would probably end before the second one went off.
Yeah.
Probably true.
And as far as spell
Hey.
progression goes, I'm a fan of level 1 to 5 spells capping at level 10 for progression, and then levels 6 to 10 spells, which do exist, capping at level 20. So, just
Yeah,
for
10th level or the Dweemers, right, or whatever.
balance sake, yeah, level 10 spells
Yeah.
are true Dweemers, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh.
imagine if Magic Missile didn't have a cap.
That one's
Yeah,
built
By-
into it, obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah, I know, but if it didn't have
You
a cap,
You
At
can
20th
cast
level-
Mordecai's improved magic missile. That
the
doesn't-
force missiles, it still caps at 5, but they do more damage and they have like a slight explosion radius.
They do way more damage.
2d4 per hit plus 1 per every 3 levels or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus
And
1
there
per
are-
level.
there
Plus
are
1 per
s-
level.
There are some spells that specifically give progression up to, like, you know, it could be like a level 4 spell, like that force missile spell.
Yeah.
Doesn't that progress until you're like level 18?
Yeah, it doesn't even start progressing until the level you get it. It basically starts at 1 at that level
Yeah.
and then goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
That
then
would be special.
I hope there's a wizard in Gronar, because I really do need some second level spells.
Yeah.
You do have party members that have access if you're willing to ask. I don't know if we have what you need, because my luck with spells is pretty random. Like, I don't think there's a single 5th level spell I have memorized other than proofing versus combustion, because there's just nothing I have, you know? I picked that when I leveled up because it's an awesome spell, but, you know, combat-wise, it doesn't have a lot of application most of the time, you know?
Yeah, and to be frank, considering I need at least, my current problem is, other than, wild surging, I need more options to basically either do more utility or to do more damage. Magic Missile's a good spell, but it's not enough.
Well, it's pretty much what you got for the first couple dozen levels, unless you're willing to use sleep. Its range is kind of shitty for sleep, though, so it doesn't help in a lot of encounters. But luckily, we're in a forest
sleep
right now,
was-
so the range is pretty
Yeah,
small.
like, sleep just pretty much is starting to lose its usefulness. I mean, it did help out Shurka a lot, but otherwise, I might have to stop preparing that spell.
It's still a pretty good spell if you got extra spell slots, just because once your party hits like 5th level or so on average, you could cast it on your party without worrying about hitting your own people ever, you know, and always hitting the wolves or kobolds or whatever that are surrounding you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you have Magic Missile, once you get to level 5, sleep is kind of not really that good of an option anymore, because your Magic Missiles can
Things that are
dirt
one-hit
map-
die
Can dirt
Yeah.
map things.
that are that low, yeah.
So,
Magic Missile's range is like something like 60 plus 10 a level or something, so it's like range really goes up as you go up there, you know?
yeah.
Like, I think you can get up to like 18 meter range, or 180 foot range or something like that.
Yeah, but it is nice sometimes to have it when you're in a town or a settlement that has 0th level creatures, because if you want to fuck some shit up, like, rob the general store, you can just cast sleep and put everyone to sleep and then rob them all blind and do shit like
With
that.
like the guards or whatever, because most of the time they're 0th level people unless the DM's a dick and they're all paladins for some reason or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking paladins.
Catch you guys next week.
All right.
Fashion, you know you were comparing Kieran to a gold dragon. Yeah. I don't know. What did you say he had? 57 health? Dragon
59,
breath
yeah.
weapon, dead.
Probably.
That's an adult gold dragon. That's not even an old one. That's just an adult.
He fails his save and the dragon rolls pretty high,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's
Then
12d12
he has-
plus 6. It's 12d12 plus 6.
Has abilities called Psionic Screen or something like that completely nullifies all attacks that are energy based. Whatever. It basically specifically says it gets rid of Dragon Breath. Basically makes a screen around your body that anything that comes in comes out the front and goes out the back or whatever.
Huh.
Like a warped version of
Yeah.
warped version of like the dimensional door spell. Basically has the entrance and the exit surrounding the person.
Wow.
Like most psionics, you got to maintain it every round you want to use it and stuff like that. So, you know. But I would say the psychoportive or whatever is the best science or whatever school of psionics. You know, it has great transportation spells, really good defensive spells, and it has good offensive spells in terms of the duo-dimensional blade that gives you a blade that's like +3 to hit, I think +3 to damage, and it automatically hits anything as like an AC 10 because it cuts through anything, like even pillars or rock and shit, because it's two-dimensional, you know.
I remember reading that. There's a spell that does something like that too.
Yeah. Sonic one's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, Azuro has it, but he has no real reason to use it because he doesn't use weapons, and using it on like his horn or whatever would be kind of stupid, you know. You can't give it to somebody else. That's the downside. A lot of psionics are really awesome like that. They enhance your abilities greatly, but they're all personal, and unless you're like a fighter psionicist multi-class or dual class, a lot of the effectiveness is lost because you have a psionic Sacco and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There's a ability called Accelerate or something, and it's a metabolic power, and it basically gives you all the benefits of haste with none of the penalties, except you get really tired at the end of it and you're exhausted for a couple rounds, you know, versus aging a year. But, you know, again, it's self-only, and, you know, you're not a half fighter or whatever, doubling your attack speed and movement rate and all that's kind of pointless, you know?
Good for running away, I guess.
Yeah.
But hopefully Adelon will show up.
I'm a bit surprised. I thought he would like show up halfway through the session, you know, saying he slept or
Yeah,
something.
it's kind of strange. Maybe he's too embarrassed to join us late.
Or he really fell asleep.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, something else happened, doesn't have internet connection, whatever.
Yeah, maybe.